You'll have to forgive me, because today something miraculous happened in the UK. This thing that's never happened or doesn't happen often is I've been struck by a thing called the sun and heat. So I'm just putting on the ice cold aircon. Just going for a drive, have a bit of a chat to you about the van, why I'm selling it. I've had this van about 2 years, and I think I picked it up, I bought it with 59,000 miles. I should have researched that a little bit better. I bought it with 59,000 miles. It's got 62,000 miles and, you know, what's the next one? 62,187. So in 2 years, I've not really covered a lot of miles because I have quite a few vehicles. Recently just sold my motorbike. Actually, I didn't ride that. I did 300 miles in 1 year, the previous year. So we just don't do enough miles, even though I shouldn't really be selling it because, well, I hardly do any miles. I've ordered the updated version, 2025 model. Is obviously a bit more expensive, a lot more expensive. Like I said, I love this. It's a beautiful cruising van. We've gone to some places up north in it because we're in Greater London here, and it drives fantastic. It runs, you know, the petrol is kind of, compared to the other cars I got, this car's a dream for petrol. This is a 2012 Toyota Vellfire AH20. I think it's a Z model. Don't quote me. There's no sunroof, but it does have apparently the facelift version of whatever that is, because there are quite a lot of these models and people get confused. That's what they are. Obviously it has air conditioning. I've left the radio in it from factory, so, you know, the Japanese lady, you know, she talks, which I love, and I like that nostalgia. I like keeping cars just as they came out of the factory. Yeah, I'm a bit of a Japanese nut. I do like my Japanese cars, so therefore I kind of just keep everything quite standard. You could easily do this up. Some extra things I've added is these seats, these seat covers here are like a pleather material because it's cloth underneath. Now the seats are immaculate because I look after my stuff, so you don't have to worry about, you know, rips or tears. You're welcome with me. We can take some of the covers off. You can check it, inspect it, yeah, and see that it is. I've also put some nano tape around the parts that I felt that, you know, may get scratched when I bought it, because I am the first owner in the UK of this car. You know, whenever I picked it up, and actually it had some factory tape in certain sections, which is what I like. Underneath, there's hardly any rust, mineral rust. It's had a paraffin wax underneath, so that should last a good, generally about a year or two. I mean, the amount of driving I've done, it just lasts forever. But yeah, it's good to get. I didn't get that sticky stuff that people, the lino guard or whatever, it's just rubbish. All the mechanics hate to work with that stuff, and I don't like it. It doesn't look good. It may protect it, but it just, I'm particular about that stuff. What else would I like to tell you about it? Oh, okay, so I've added these things. Now, these are just sunshades. It's excellent in relation to just keeping out some sun. There's one for the passenger side. They're all over the windows, one in the back window. You can permanently attach them, funny enough. Not these front ones, but the rear ones. You can. There comes with little clips, and I've kept the clips here in the glove box just in case whoever buys the van wants to attach them kind of it's like semi-permanent. What else does it have? Oh, the DVD player, that plays, okay. allegedly, it's not legal to drive and watch DVDs, but because this is a Japanese van and it has a DVD player, yeah. Now, if you want to, I did have an option. Actually, a lot of my Japanese cars, I do have the option of swapping out to a smart system. That's fine. You can do that. There's a guy on Facebook, very popular guy, who's relatively cheap. You buy the system off him and he'll come around and plug it all up. That's not my thing. I don't want that because I use the Bluetooth. So I just put onto the Spotify, Bluetooth it. I had to use Google Translate, to be honest. But I found it, it's straightforward. Yeah, so it has that. It has the camera, it has the DVD display up here. But I guess that if you did more touring with it, or you actually wanted to take it, to like long distance, then yeah, I would probably advise that you get, especially if you have kids, because if you have kids and they're at the back, great idea. You can upgrade the DVD as well. It comes with some funny, quirky stuff, like it comes with a rear vision mirror that displays information in Japanese for Japan roads, but it's pointless here. Yeah, the carpets are perfect. I actually even cleaned it, did a clean yesterday, a deep clean. I like to do it every fortnight. I like to just get out the vacuum, clean it. In terms of servicing, I have so when I bought the car had already come serviced from the dealer who sold me the car, but of course, I wasn't happy. God bless, he was a lovely chap, and very trustworthy. In fact, I went to see him not long ago, just for a meetup. Actually, that's how nice he was. But I just said, no, I want my own service. I don't know. So I have a client who works on some performance cars that I have, and it's maybe a little bit of overkill, but I basically drove the car there, which was not even 50 meters from where I bought this vehicle, funny enough. And I literally drove it in there, and I said, before I even bought it, I said to him, go over the van and let me know what you think, because if you tell me the van's no good, I'm not buying it. So the dealer was really nice. It was in the same kind of business farmy type section. And I drove it over to my client and I said, I'm happy, I'll pay you, just check it over. He looked up and he says, fantastic. He says, obviously it came from Japan, there's no rust, everything looked intact. The mileage was good. He checked out the service stickers that were on it, because there's service stickers on the side of the door and there's one underneath the hood somewhere, just to marry up, make sure everything was done. But of course, I wasn't content with that. I wanted him to do the service. So I bought the car, basically, it didn't even take about it. It just stayed at the mechanics, Perfect Touch they're called. You can Google them, they're really good. And I said to the head mechanic, the owner, said, from the back to the front, I want all the oils changed. I want everything looked at. I want, I think at the time we even put a new battery in there. I think I actually bought the battery. So the battery comes with a 3-year warranty. So I think you might have a year warranty. That was from some company just not far from where I am. So yeah, and then it was, of course, perfect, and I was, rest assured, I was kind of happy that, everything had been done. And that said, so when it hit 60,000 miles, I think maybe just before or just after 60,000 miles, I went to get a full 60,000 mile service. And they changed the spark plugs. Another one of my clients who I take my Japanese cars to him. Again, a bit of overkill, but I know these people, they're perfectionists what they do, and it doesn't matter whether I've got a £100,000 car or a £5,000 car. If you keep servicing these cars properly and get the right people to do it, these cars will last you forever. So I took it to him. He did all the servicing. I do have all the paperwork for that. Again, the car's it's fantastic. It's a Toyota. If you into Japanese cars, into the Japanese culture, and you go to Japan, you will understand. You have a different appreciation for Japanese cars. Now, because I grew up in Australia during the influx of Japanese cars that we had there, I'd already appreciated. So I already knew, since I started buying Japanese cars, I already knew how well maintained they were. what did we change? We've changed a couple of pipes to do with the something to do with the heating. It was expensive, but we did it. I think there may have been a dribble that got fixed. It's been documented. What else? The car, it had actually, the tyres were fantastic, but they were 2016, and of course I bought it in 2024. So I said, no, take those off. I don't want them. They said they were fine, passed MOT, but no. I don't want that stuff. Important is brakes and tyres. Okay, so let's have a look at the engine. Let's open her up. Let's start it up. So it's keyless. So you get 2 keys. Here's the remote. Let's just start it. And yeah, that comes with 2 keys, and there's actually a manual key in case you get. And you also get that Japanese lady. Let's listen to her one more time. Oh, so cute. You got to love that girl. Okay, so let's have a look at the engine. Okay, forgive me while I try and do this. There, okay. Let's have a look. Brand new battery. I think this comes with 3-year warranty. I replaced that just because. What else was done? Look at it. Beautiful. Okay. It's spotless. And like I said, underneath, if you're able to find an inch of rust, I'll give you 20 quid off every inch of rust you find underneath. Okay. It's absolutely immaculate underneath, as you would expect from a Japanese car, because, well, they just Japanese people are very, very clean. Okay, so what did I do extra? Okay, because I love extra stuff. You know, I love touching stuff. Touch this. I've put these little LEDs down the bottom, because why not? Okay, let me open the doors. Just so you open the doors, you just press it once, come open, have a look at that. Now these seats go all the way back. I'm not going to demo it. Like I said, if you want to come have a look, more than welcome to come and have a look. Touchy-feely, do whatever you need to do. Okay, let's move these back. Okay, hang on. So let me spin that round. Let me catch up. This thing's not catching up. Okay. Let me just push this down. Okay. Let's go around here. Now I'm going to open up the back door in a sec. I'm going to cut it because I've got all my cleaning stuff at the back there. Okay. All right. I've pushed the seat all the way forward. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. All right, let's push it all the way back. There we go. Okay, you're probably noticing a lot of these, okay? These here, okay, these are all tape, special tape, nano tape, because I am so pedantic about keeping stuff very, very clean and not scratched. So when you come over and have a look and you want to buy it, we can all take those off together, because whilst it's in my possession and I own it, yeah, this won't come off. I know it's strange, but you can see here, all that's to stop the scuffing. Stop the scuffing. I've got it at the back as well, driver's side. I'm weird, all right? I like my stuff nice. You can see here. See all this? Protection against scumbags. And this here, this actually came from Japan like this. So I think the previous owner also valued his stuff. You can see here, here, here. So when you come and you buy it and you drive away, you can rip it off. cup holder. Okay, another thing to point out, the carpets are in amazing shape. I'll vacuum them up before it's sold. Vacuum up before it's sold as well. Okay, so these here, these are leather covers. The seats are in amazing condition. They're cloth seats, and I'm not going to pull them off now because I can't be asked putting them back on. It's a bit of a nightmare. Now, if you want to save yourself a couple £100, I'm happy to take them off, and you save a couple £100, and you just keep the cloth look. That's if you want to save a couple £100. But I'm not sure. I don't have any kids, so if you have kids and you don't want these seats destroyed, then I'd probably hold on to those covers. But like I said, if you want to save a couple of £100, I'll take them off, I'll keep them, take a couple of £100 off the price, and away you go. Okay, let's talk about the infotainment system. It's got this at the back. I didn't get a chance, nor am I going to get a chance to put an Android system in here, because this, from 2015 onwards, is when the actual, let me see, when you could change the language. So at the moment, the stereo, hang on, let me turn off the lights. Off, okay, there we go. Can see it better now. Oh, it's freaking out. Let's have a look. Okay. So the infotainment system is in Japanese, but it displays, like, it's just connected through Bluetooth, so it still works. You know, Google Translate is your best friend, but I recommend you can actually buy perfect size, made for this Android. I think there's a fella in Leytonstone who sells them for about 200 quid, and he fits them all in for you, and does whatever. But I wanted to keep it original, and it works fine for me. I mean, I don't understand Japanese, but it's not too hard. You connect your Bluetooth phone on there. There you go. You can open up the doors from here, side on. So if you press that, it closes the door. Press it again, it opens it up. I'm not leaving the dash cam, so you can't have the dash cam. What else? You can keep the Australian koala. I'll give you the Australian koala. You can't have my little geisha girl, because that's my good luck charm. What else can I tell you? Okay, let's have a look at the back. Let me clear some garbage in the back, because I've got all the cleaning stuff in the back. Let me show you in the back. Okay, if you don't know already, this is a 7-seater. I just keep these up because I don't know 7 people. So yeah. Now I've left this cover off because it's a bit tricky to get on. So that cover's there. What else? Okay, so see these covers here, which are also, if you look, they're also on the back window. They're actually on the front windows and on the side windows. Let me show you. Forgive me, hang on. Okay, you see those? See those there? There are clips to put them on correctly so they sit nicely, but I'm going to throw in those. That was £100, and basically covers every window, the fronts as well, and they just come off like that. They're not stuck on. I like them, a bit of extra privacy. They do come with clips, which I will leave. Also, the front comes with a big blind, so I'll throw that in, but it's a set, so it's pointless because it's not going to fit my new Model 1. So you can have those. What else is there to tell? Yeah, so these seats, as you know, they can fold right back here. In fact, let's have a look. Let's do it. Okay, because I like the way the seats go back. So at the moment, heaps of room. You press this. Oh, hang on. fold this in. This little lever here. Okay, now push that in the middle like that. Okay, let's fold these things up. Excuse the mess there. Excuse the mess, because that's my cleaning stuff. And now what you can do is you basically grab this and you can go back even further. See, in fact, if you actually have the back seat down and back, you can actually fold that down. You could sleep, you know, all your van lifers. Maybe this is a bit of luxury for you. Let's talk about some scuffs and marks and stuff. Okay, so at the front there, okay, there's a little bit of a scuff here. There's some touch-ups. Can't really tell, but there's some touch-ups here. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, you could cut and polish it, but apart from that, there's no dings, dangs. She's looking good. This back lid is not automatic. You can actually buy an automatic kit for it. I think it's about $150 from AliExpress or like that, and you can fit it yourself. I'm just not into that. I just don't need to. So it has self-locking, so you soft lock actually. You push it down and then it locks itself. You can have my shiny plates if you want, with my little Japanese badge there. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful van. Run, you can hear it purrs like a pussycat. Let's talk about the rims, okay? As it breaks my heart, when I bought this, it came without a scuff, and this is the only scuff on the rims. All the rims are perfect. Mind you, could be a little bit cleaner, but this is the only one. This breaks my heart. This was what happens when you allow the woman you live with to park the car. That's what happens.